Hello everybody, it's Foxy speaking, and I'm I'm quite late to do this, I'm afraid, but today marks, well no, not today, the 17th of January 2020 marks Denerly Day. Well, it marked Denerly Day, sorry, because the 17th of January 2021 would have been, well, 17th of January would be the late John Denerly's birthday. He's no longer with us, but because very, very sadly he died just in 2018. But John Millington Denerly, who was actually a former British centenarian, a former pharmacist and a former RAF veteran in the Second World War, and also lived through the Spanish flu pandemic, also not to mention. He was the centenarian here over in England who was known to use an iPad past his century and got an iPad for his 100th birthday, which was known as his 21st century toy. Yes, that's very true. He had the iPad from his 100th birthday, which he kept very, very much so until he died, which was actually in 2018, very sadly. And he was a married man, married to a nice lady called Audrey, who was still alive at the time of his 100th birthday, but I think she died about a couple of years before he did. Very, very sadly, unfortunately. She lived into her 90s, and then he died not too long after she did. But also, not only was he known for his the iPad he had as his 21st century toy, which he became known for because of the age he was using it at, he appeared in this, it wasn't a famous mini documentary, it was this short-term YouTube video called Life Lessons from 100-Year-Olds, which he appeared in along with Cliff Crozier, who also unfortunately very sadly died also, and Amelia Tereza Harper. This was back in the autumn of 2016, just 2 years before he died. He appeared on the documentary. But if you'd seen John Denerly, you would never believe he was over 100. You would think he's very, very elderly, but you wouldn't have thought he was 100. But for 102, personally, I would have thought he was, say, about 95. So still quite elderly for an 102-year-old man. I would have thought he was older than what Cliff Crozier when he was, say, 103, pretty much so. Because John Denerly at 102, I think he looked, say, about 90. He looked much older than what the Irish centenarian Michael O'Connor looks like, who's still very much alive as of today. But he is handsome for a centenarian. Cliff Crozier was good looking, but yes, sorry for getting off subject, but yes, Cliff Crozier, who appeared in the documentary with John Denerly, even though this video is about him, he very sadly died 15 months after John Denerly did. Actually, at the very start of the COVID-19 pandemic, he just died, aged 104, nearly 105. John Denerly would have actually been 105 very soon, like Cliff Crozier, when he died, but he, like Cliff Crozier, were both 104 when they both sadly passed away. Very, very sad. He didn't do too badly though, John Denerly. I mean, he died peacefully. He didn't have a I don't think he had a painful death. I think he had a very nice, peaceful ending, which is what one could ask for, especially if you've lived such a long life, you know. But not only did we have John Denerly, who lived to 104, we do have people out there who have lived much longer lives, you know, and that is certainly true. Yes, but John Denerly, he will never ever be forgotten. Yes, and the 17th of January would have been Denerly Day, but this is a very belated Denerly Day, very, very belated Denerly Day, oh dear. But thanks indeed for watching, everybody. For those of you who want to watch the video of him being interviewed from Life Lessons from 100-Year-Olds made by Life Hunters, the link to the video will be down in the description below, if you want to click on it. I know some of you may not be able to access it or don't know how to access video links. Usually you click on them, but I know some of you may struggle. There may be some people on here who'd struggle to access that, so you can always search up Life Lessons from 100-Year-Olds, and if you see the picture of Cliff Crozier sitting in the armchair on the video icon thumbnail, that's the very video. And yes, just to let you know and give full clarity. And I also did do a tribute for Cliff Crozier. The link to that video will be down in the description below. But if you can't, but I know there are many who may not know or be able to access video links which you click on. You can always search up Cliff Crozier 1915 to 2020, and then you'll see the tribute video which was done by me. And also I will show a few pictures of John Denerly to see what your thoughts were when he was. There may only be a few pictures, but there will definitely be a few descriptions of the videos, of the pictures, sorry, at the end of the video, just to let you know. And thanks indeed for watching, everybody, and I will certainly see you in the very next video. Ta-ta, everybody, another time. From your friend Foxy, another time.